Welcome to Billionaire Tense, where wealth begins in the mind. Subscribe now and start your journey to success.
The wind in Manhattan doesn't just blow, it bites. It carries the scent of expensive cologne and desperation. Lucifer stood on the corner of Wall and Broad, the collar of his charcoal overcoat turned up against the sleet. In his pocket, a heavy embossed envelope. Inside, a $50,000 commission check. To most, it's a life changer. To Lucifer, it felt like a weapon. Across the street, the lights of a high-end dealership glowed like a siren. A matte black Tesla Model S Plaid sat behind the glass. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement. It said, "I've arrived. I'm the prince of this concrete jungle." Lucifer's hand hovered over the door handle. He could almost smell the new car leather. He could already see the look on his rivals' faces at the Soho rooftop bar tonight. But then, the air grew unnaturally still. The city noise faded into a hum. 3 figures stepped out of the shadows of the Federal Hall. They didn't look like bankers. They looked like ghosts of a future he hadn't built yet. The first man stepped forward. He wore a simple polo shirt and cargo pants, looking wildly out of place in the financial district. He pointed a calloused finger at the Tesla. You're about to buy a leash, Lucifer," the man growled. "That car isn't a trophy. It's a parasite." Lucifer scoffed. "It's an investment in my brand, pal. You got to spend money to make money." "That's the lie they feed the middle class," the hustler countered. "Listen to the first rule of the game. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. That Tesla? It's a liability on steroids. Between the $2,000 monthly parking in this zip code, the insurance, and the 20% depreciation the moment you drive it over the curb, you aren't buying a car. You're signing up for a second job just to pay for the first one." He leaned in close. "Look at your check, Lucifer. That's $50,000 of seed. You can plant it in a money machine, an automated business, a SaaS tool, or a piece of real estate in Jersey. Or you can burn the seeds to stay warm for one winter. The rich don't work for money. They build systems that work for them while they sleep. If you buy that car today, you're just a well-dressed hamster on a very expensive wheel." The second figure was an older gentleman in a 3-piece wool suit. He checked a gold pocket watch and sighed at the glowing stock tickers nearby. "Lucifer, my boy," the legend whispered. "The hustler is right about the car, but be careful where you put that money instead. Everyone in this city is drunk on growth. They're buying AI stocks at prices that assume the companies will own the moon by next Tuesday." Lucifer looked at his phone. His trading app was flashing green. "But the market is up. If I don't buy now, I'm missing the rocket ship." "That," the legend said, "is Mr. Market talking. He's a manic-depressive business partner. Today he's thrilled, so he's charging you a premium. Tomorrow, he might wake up in a panic and sell you the same thing for half price. Your job isn't to be a gambler. It's to be an intelligent investor. You need a margin of safety. Never buy a stock or a business just because it's going up. Buy it because it's worth $1 and you're getting it for 60 cents. If you don't have the stomach to watch your portfolio drop 50% without panicking, you shouldn't be in the game. Real wealth isn't built on hot tips. It's built on the discipline to say no when everyone else is screaming yes." The final figure hadn't moved. He sat on a cold stone bench, watching the snow fall. He looked at Lucifer with eyes that had seen 1,000 crashes and 1,000 booms. "Lucifer," he said softly, "why do you really want the car?" Lucifer hesitated. I want people to know I'm successful. I want to feel like I've won." "Wealth," the philosopher replied, "is what you don't see. It's the cars not purchased, the diamonds not bought, the first-class tickets not booked. We judge people by their visible stuff because we can't see their bank accounts. But that $50,000? That's not just money. That's time." He gestured to the frantic brokers rushing into the subway. "Those men have millions, but they don't own a single minute of their own lives. They are slaves to a calendar. If you keep that money, Lucifer, you're buying the ability to wake up and say, 'I can do whatever I want today.' The highest dividend money pays is control over your time. Don't trade your freedom for a status symbol that will be obsolete in 3 years. Doing well with money isn't about how smart you are. It's about how you behave when the world gets crazy. Stay humble. Stay liquid. Stay free." The ghosts vanished into the New York fog. The dealership door remained closed. Lucifer looked at the Tesla one last time. It was beautiful, but it looked like a cage. The moral of the story. True wealth is the gap between your ego and your income. The tragedy of Lucifer's world, and ours, is that most people use their first taste of success to buy a cage that looks like a trophy. The moment Lucifer walked away from that Tesla, he didn't lose a car. He bought his freedom. The moral is that money is a tool for leverage, not for status. If you spend your seed money to look rich, you will never actually be rich.